Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball. Of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Indiana Pacers. Here's Billups. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Screened by Cousins. Ball with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ball no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Cleveland with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Ball. The shot, no good. White with the defensive effort. Pass to Billups. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Out to White. Johnson surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. LeBron grabs the miss. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Cleveland. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron. Weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Here's Billups flying with his 3. Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Billups. 6 points for him. Count it, good. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. James outside. On the wing, Murray. Shoots over Wagner. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Right side, Billups. Jackson with the screen. On the wing, Jackson. No good with the triple. And so here's Cleveland. Pass to Miller. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a win.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Murray, good. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's Ball, following the basket by Chauncey Billups. Pass to James. Murray with it. And stolen by Wagner. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Billups. Count the basket. Billups has got 12 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's LeBron. Shoots over Johnson. That misses off the backboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Billups. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far.
The Cavaliers, 15.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Watson for three. It's rebounded by Indiana. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Now here is Hachimura. Garland. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Sharp. Garland left side. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. And it's Sharp missing. Outside, James. Pass to Song. And stolen by Sharp. Now Hachimura. Indiana moving it around. Garland surveying the D. Can't cash in from close range.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Inside. Out to Miller. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Watson for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Garland, no good. And it's Watson with the ball for the Cavaliers. They lead by 4. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one.
That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Anthony's shot is off.
And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break. Garland's got 6.
Boy, the speed and the open floor of Darius Garland, and how about the decision-making? So impressive.
James with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. And Sarr throws it down.
It's almost too easy for the rookie. Sarr, he just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Sharp on the wing. No good from outside.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense.
What a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. And a wide open look for Whitmore. The offensive rebound. And finished off by Wood.
Because Christian Wood has the instinct to score, you know he's going to go to the offensive glass.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here.
In for the Cavaliers, number 15.
And the wide open shot from Billups. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. He's got 15.
And great to see Billups getting his own shots as well, not just focusing on facilitating.
Left side, Ball. Pass to Cousins. Back to Ball. 3 seconds left. And the rejection by Jackson. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 5. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Cavaliers leading by 5. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's Ball. No scoring in this one. Clock at 6. Releases. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Ball's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Cleveland. And Billups, here we go. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Wagner outside. It's hauled in by Watson.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
Over in the corner, Cousins. And he makes that one. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Billups. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Here's Ball. And he lays it straight in. Ball's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Ball no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. Watson the screen. Back to Whitmore. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside, Ball. On the wing, Murray. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Just great work by DeMarcus Cousins. Persistence, great scoring ability, and that's how you manufacture points.
Johnson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Miller. And he drops it in from the low post. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's Sharp. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Back to James. Cousins, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pass to Billups. And stolen by Miller. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And talk about making an impact play. Miller showing what a difference he can make all over the court.
Billups up top. He's got 17. The 3 from Johnson. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Indiana ball. Substitution on the court.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now here's Anthony. Still yet to score.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Murray outside. Launches a 3. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
It's time to get.
This 4th period holds in store for us. Pacers trailed by 7. Billups from outside bangs home the trifecta. Billups has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Pacers.
And Billups has incredible range, not to mention confidence taking these long-range misses.
Ball with the bucket.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Outside Jackson. There's the 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Ball feeling it out a bit. To the middle. The Pacers pull it in. Left side, Billups. Miller grabs the miss. And stolen by Billups. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
side, Ball. There's a screen by Murray. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Shot missing.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, the quick thinking of LaMelo, anticipating the play and coming up with the steal.
Here's Billups. Here's Jackson. The kick out to Billups to tie it up. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Billups has got it all tied up now for the Pacers. And here is Ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Cousins with it. Over Jackson. No good from Cousins. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Here's Billups. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Billups has got 27.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Well, LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Right side, Garland. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping. Well, should any of us be surprised if they need a bucket? LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
Pass to Garland. And yes, a nice assist from Billups.
How about Darius Garland? He's young, but he is fearless, folks.
LeBron with it. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Down low, 6 to shoot, and that one is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats. Cleveland.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they've also been scoring on the break, but how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Watson the screen. In the corner, it's Sarr. Back to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. In the corner, it's Sarr. Stolen by Garland.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
And I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Watson for 3. Misses the tray. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Substitution on the court.
The 3 from Garland. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching.
Get your cameras ready for the Pacers ice cream.
These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here's Billups. Outside, White. To the paint. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
With an update on Brandon Miller now from Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David, what's the word?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Really not the way you want to start the season. Some bad luck right out of the gate. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
James. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Here's Billups. And he makes good on the layup. Billups has got 31 points.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. A shot that time, not on target. Good D by Wood. That's the free fly. James, no good. Now here's Billups. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here's Garland. Pass to Sharp. Back to Garland. Got it.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Now Whitmore. Here's Cousins. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
And an intentional foul right there. Outside Garland. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes. Garland's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
So it's Indiana picking up the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch.